let's welcome now Mr. Dennis Hickey. Good afternoon, my brother. Good to have you. I know you had a
Good,
challenge, so we're just going to go straight into it because we only have about 5 minutes or so.
good afternoon, Vernon.
Good
Technology
to have you.
challenges. My
Yes, man.
apologies.
Go ahead.
Um, Today, quickly, I just want to also talk about renting.
Hmm.
There are many people nowadays who seem to be, and especially that a lot of people are looking for rental within a certain price point. The demand for rental at a certain price point is very high. However, some people choose not to use the real estate agents and are falling victim to scamming.
But you will.
There are people who out there who are advertising properties that they don't have any authority to rent. Now, let me just point out to
And they
your
collect
listeners.
down payment.
Ah, in doing rental,
Yes.
the tenant, the potential tenant, does not have to pay any fee to anyone. So once he see someone asking you to pay them a fee, it's a scam, it's a fraud.
Hold
It
on,
is
my
the
ears cannot. Let me see, probably want clean out.
it is the
Let me hear it.
landlord,
Repeat that for me, sir, because my ears are here too well sometime.
real estate agents,
Yes.
licensed real estate agents do
Yes.
not pay, do not charge tenants to find them properties.
Oh,
Anyone
let me
who
make sure I get
offers
it right.
themselves,
Licensed real estate agents, they do not charge people to get places for rental. I see.
absolutely anyone
Mhm.
who proposes, who puts themselves out there and asks you to pay them to find a property is a scammer or a fraudster or both.
Hold on. Let me put that in bold and repeat it, my brother.
The, the landlord
Yes.
pays the real estate agent
Yes.
a commission, which is usually 1 month's rent from what they collect.
Oh, I see.
So no one should ask you to pay a fee to find them a property. We promote what we have.
Yes.
You indicate an interest.
Mm-hmm.
We show you the property. We arrange for you to view it. If you like it, you put in an offer. We ask you for your profile, your proof of income, your references,
Yes.
your IDs. We submit to the landlord. The landlord looks at your profile, makes a decision they want to rent you their place. We then ask you to pay over the first month's rent plus the deposit. And if it, in the case of a furnished unit, 2 months deposit. In many instances, when the rental is high, sometimes the extra month is waived. For commercial rental, 2 months deposit. We pay that money to the landlord as licensed agents and deduct our commission from it. Once you're accepted, we get together to set up the lease agreement and put you into the property. Do not, do not go to anyone who's purporting to charge you to find a property for you.
Dennis, I think you probably need to come here every week and repeat that. I must tell you, it was my understanding some time ago, I don't know if the law has been changed, that for commercial properties, where they allow deposit, but for residential properties, is the law doesn't really approves of it, but people do make a down
Listen,
payment.
listen. The rent board frowns on it, but do
Yes.
nothing because if you're renting, there are court cases where the law allows you to deduct. A call is coming in. The
Yeah.
law allows you to deduct for wear and tear damage
Yes.
from that. You can't use it for anything else. And then the market, I think the real estate board need to catch up, eh?
Yes.
Market is now in a place where many people are renting furnished units And when you rent furnished units, the damage to furniture is real.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is that there are some people who rent your place furnished and have no intention of preserving your assets.
Yes.
So the market is dealing with it, and it's happening so widely. I don't think what the rent board need to do is to bring the Rent Act aligned to current situation.
Mm-hmm. But yes, this is where the trouble comes in now.
Yeah.
Who will do a proper assessment? One should not rely on that landlord to decide that damage
When you
done.
come in, it's easy, Vernon.
Yes.
There's a checklist that you both sign off on.
Right.
And that checklist is used to audit when you're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And to protect yourself in the age of technology, when the rent board started, when this technology never existed, use your camera, take a video, take a picture, store it somewhere.
Right. But what I'm saying though,
the pictures can't lie.
Yes. Oh yes, they can lie these days with the technology.
Yeah, you can doctor, but you
Yes.
who took the pictures
Yes.
for
Yes.
preservation wouldn't have an incentive to doctor it.
Right. My
But to show
concern
the truth.
though is that is the value of the damage. It is a very strange or unusual situation where the landlord is going to get into an argument with the tenant as to what is the value of that damage. You ought to have some.
But guess what?
Yes.
If you break a dresser, or break a bed foot, or break a glass, there's a replacement cost. So replacement cost is what it is, really, you know.
But guess what? No, there is a depreciation, and why should one be made to pay for the full replacement?
It does not matter. If I give you a glass in the bathroom, no matter how depreciated it's going to be, you must leave me glass. And sometimes
I wish the insurance companies would think like that. So when my car,
but Vern, I can't rent you a place.
Yes.
I rent you a bed. And when you're leaving, my bed is broken.
Yes.
Because I don't know what activity you're doing on the bed. Sorry. Then you must give me back a bed. At least make sure.
No, I will tell you something. I disagree with you on that one. Because you cannot have a equipment or asset which has been damaged, and then you're going to ask for a brand new one. No, it would have. Let me just finish. Hold on. Let me just finish. You have had the use of that asset over a certain amount of years. What you're now doing is asking that tenant.
Who has had the use of it?
Other persons. Other tenants.
Vernon, listen to me carefully. Half of the time, I just rent some units for a client. Brand new furniture that come out a container that goes in there. You live in there for 2 years. And I, who put it in there, should bear the cost of you damaging it.
No. That's what I'm saying.
It is you, the tenant, who has damaged it.
I'm only showing you the loopholes. You know, there are loopholes. That's why you have arguments and fights. What ought to happen? Let me tell you what should happen. What should happen when you rent a?
Hold on. Don't confuse damage with wear. Don't confuse damage with normal use. We're talking about situations. If in renting a furnished unit comes with a certain amount of plates and glass. You can't give me back. I can't give you 6 glass, 6 plate, 6 saucer, 6 cup. And you give me back 3 plate, 3 cup, 3 saucer.
Well, guess what?
If you're leaving the place, go buy 6 saucer, go buy 6 cup, and take the 3 that is left out of the 6.
Well,
we have to be very practical.
No, I will tell you that I hope the law don't allow that, and I strongly disagree with you. What should happen and what the law should do, the law should probably allow you to sign an agreement as to the value of those things. But you can't decide that because you want it replaced, you want a brand new one.
No, that's Vernon cannot always be a social advocate when the reality is that if you were the landlord, Vernon, and you had 3 apartments furnished, I guarantee you, and you and I are friends for years,
No, he had no
would
man.
not want
Yeah.
your furniture to be damaged. What happens is that the Rent Act was written for the tenant.
No,
Now,
that I
there's a
agree.
draft.
That I agree.
There's a draft sitting in the ministry that is going to change that, but it's sitting there too long. It should
Hold
be
on. That is where
balanced.
you're wrong. You said
If, if
you said he's sitting, he's probably sleeping. How long has it been there?
well, it's probably sleeping. But you must remember, Vernon.
Uh-huh.
If I give you a glass door in my house, and you want your children to be ramping and break my glass door, yes, so I'm shifting from and getting you back to even my permanent structure. At least you should restore my permanent structure and repair my glass door. If you drive nail into the wall to hang your paintings, you should fill out not the holes and putty it and paint it. That's what the thing provides for, Vernon.
Well, you
So
know
we got
that
to.
when I agree to some of that, that way I agree to told you that will not talk. No, no. So
You can rent your place if you want, and then don't secure yourself for damages, and then find that the monthly rental can restore your place.
no,
If
that
that's
is where that is was a real problem now. And we must talk about it one day. If you invest your money in a place, the economy must be at a certain level where you can rent it and make back money, because that is also part of the problem.
because no, but you're renting for the use.
Yes.
Your asset must be in the same condition it was given to you. Straight up.
I hear you.
So hold on now. Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
A man rent your place and you tile it with your ceramic tile.
Yes.
The color, you probably don't even have one tile left put down as spare. A man comes into your house and decides that him going to lift weights. Him don't put a mat on your floor. Him drop the weights and mash up 3-4 tile. The landlord should bear that responsibility.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
Oh,
that. No.
oh,
What I'm
but so my
saying,
analysis,
no. What I'm
is
saying, that to
I'm
be
pointing
honest,
you
hold on.
to responsibility
I,
and
I'm just
restoration.
saying, to prevent any disagreements, that should be in your disagreement as to what should happen
No,
if anything is
but the
missing.
lease agreement usually spells out and you sign to it. Your lease agreement is a
That's that.
contract between
That's the
both of
point
us.
that's the point I'm
But
making.
there's always going to be a lease agreement that speaks to the responsibility and the responsibility to return the property and the assets in this
That's the point.
in the same state.
That's the point I'm making, because oftentimes that become a point of contention, and somebody have a deposit of $100, and the man decides to take the full $100, and I would tell you,
No,
no,
no.
people do
I
that.
tell you
People
something.
do that.
I tell you something.
Yes.
If the damage is beyond the cost of the monthly rental, I'm going to take it to court also for the extra. So I must get back my place in the state in which I gave it to you.
Yes. Have to go and leave you now. But the same way may you disagree here now is the same disagreement you have there. The law must make sure you have a say in the law too.
The law
Because
is there to protect man, and the sale agreement helps.
no, but sometimes the law don't protect, because there's parliamentarians still don't cope with the law, and they don't have the stakeholders, they don't educate people and make them become a part of it. So
Yeah, but the law of contract don't need the politicians and the parliamentarians. So we stick to the law of contract where the lease
yes.
agreement comes into.
Thank you. Very quickly, tell us where we can find you.
I am available at 876-999. That is 999-4439.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dennis Hickey. And listeners, the same way you hear many argue on the program, you see, is the same with the landlord. They tell them about all kind of argument. It's just amazing. Oh boy, we just have to clean up that area though. Hope the new law will do that.